So when we marketed it, I put it on the market on a Friday, and then we had our open house that next weekend. And originally I planned, "Oh, I'm going to have this on the bidding platform for 21 days. I think that would be a sweet spot." When I actually got into it, I had so much interest on this house. I kid you not. We had 52 showings on this house. When we did our open house, we had over 30 to 35 groups walking through in the 3 hours we went through that. And it was crazy. I mean, just in that open house, we probably had 4 or 5 of the bidders that ended up walking through, and they had come through probably 3 or 4 times. So what I tell my sellers is, what you really want is to be able to have these same people coming through and dreaming about your house. So that by the time they actually get to bidding, and 95% of our bidding came in that last day within the last 2.5 hours. But when they get to that bidding, they were invested. Like they envisioned themselves in that home as if it was theirs, knowing that, hey, if they're that top bid, they're going to get that home.
You mentioned all these groups of people coming through the open house, and this is something that I feel like, agents and sellers, there's this idea they clash over the starting price. And you've explained that in a little bit, but this is where it really translates into the real world. You hold an open house, and if it's not priced right, what do you think the attendance would have been like? Would it have been more? Would it have been the same? Would it have been less?
Way less. I have done open houses, especially on a house that my sellers they just wanted max. I mean, they really wanted over market value. And we would have one, two, three groups come through. If a home is priced at market, you'll get maybe five, six groups in this area. If it's below, you're going to see tons of interest. And that's where I really think the sweet spot is, to try and get tons of interest, to get multiple people interested in a home, and really competing to win that home is such a sweet spot in an open house. The very buyer we went with actually wouldn't even have looked at the house if it wasn't priced below market. They wouldn't have been open to it. And it was really after they saw it and kind of went through the process, they're like, "Oh, this is a really great house." But if it hadn't been priced there, it never would have came on their radar.
Yeah, exactly. We see over and over that, you get your first offer right away. It starts right around that starting price. And then as time goes on, you get one or two trickle in. But really, that final countdown, that's a powerful thing. Seeing something,
Yeah.
this is a limited time. This is the final chance. This is the last day. And then the way the Easy platform works is when those excited buyers are coming in at that time frame, before they're placing their next bid, they're able to see exactly the price they're going to pay when all is said and done. So this time isn't making someone panic into making an offer without them realizing what the numbers are. It's completely 100% clear. But on the
Yeah.
flip side, your seller can also decide, we've got all these bids. The bidding has ended. It went on an extra 10 minutes because people were sending in extra bids. They get 2-minute intervals to keep outbidding the previous bid. But at the end of the day, the seller could have decided, we want to accept this one or we want to reject this one. We want to negotiate with this one a little bit more. That bid scares people, especially with the idea of starting low.
Yes.
But starting low gets that competition going. And the seller still always reserves the right to say, hey, I don't want to take any of these.
There's fear, I think, with some sellers that, well, if we start that low, that means that we've set this precedent of we're willing to sell that low. Like, no, that's not at all the case. That's not what we're saying. If this doesn't work out, we can always raise it up to what you want, market value, whatever it is. This is just another great way to get a ton of interest. Honestly, if we're pricing it below market and we're not seeing the interest, it's not really that far below market. People aren't seeing the value. And the great thing about this platform is the market dictates what that home is worth.